the draw. Obviously, Kerry would be disappointed maybe not getting their first win, but at the same time, the way both sides played, it could have gone either way.
Well, I tend to disagree with it. I think there was only one team that was trying to win the game, and that was definitely Harps. So I don't know where you got that from, but look, it is what it is. Last week's result was disappointing, to say the least, because we didn't see it coming. Cheers, Bill. Thanks a lot, mate. We didn't see it coming. But again, for the first 35 minutes, there was only one team that were looking like they were going to win the game last week. And then you concede the first goal, and then within 2 or 3 minutes at stopping time, and it's always an uphill battle. But again, I'll back my players to the hilt. I will not stop backing these boys because they're young, they're energetic, they're still gaining experience, and they just need to start managing games of football a little bit better. But as for tonight's game, great to come to Kerry, beautiful part of the country. Delighted what Billy's doing with the club. Great fans, great atmosphere in a tight little pitch. But as far as I'm concerned, we should have won that game tonight, and there was only one team that was trying to win the game, especially in the second half.
And where did you think that things went wrong for you, that you didn't get the win? Was it in front of goal? Was it the goal he conceded? Did you think?
They got in behind us for the first time in the first half, and they punished us. So if you're not on your game, and if you're not aware of what's around you and you don't anticipate mistakes, you get punished. And unfortunately, Keevan, who's been brilliant for us all season, just got caught ball watching a little bit. The boy, the number 10, who's a good little player, Leo got a great little position, and he puts the ball in the box, and you go in 1-0 down. But look, the boys never stopped. And the message to them at half time was, lads, it's only one goal. The next goal is always important. But I think you can see, and if we're being honest, there was only one team in the second half that were playing on the front foot, and it was definitely Harps.
Yeah, and he came out in the second half and hit Kerry hard. He had a couple of chances, the keeper made a few saves. So that third quarter, he did create a lot of chances. And then he took one. What do you think of the goal he got?
Yeah, well, look, we made a little tactical switch because we felt as though we needed a little bit more pace and a bit more of a presence. I thought the two boys for Kerry at the back, they were tiring. They worked hard in the first half, but I think in the second half we could identify that they were tiring a little bit. They both were on a yellow card, and we've a player like Ryan Flood that can play any of the front 4 or 5 positions. So we put Ryan in as the number 9, and I think within a minute of making that tactical switch, it paid dividends. He got a good goal. But look, again, I'm not standing here saying, we were outstanding and Kerry were poor. Kerry played to the strengths, and they're effective at what they do. But I'm really proud of our boys. I'm proud of the way we bounce back. There's always a lot of noise when, you lose a game at the scoreline we lost. And I think when you look at it, I think Manchester United put 7 past Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. So these things happen in football. But for me and my staff and then players, we play on the front foot no matter what. And I think everyone can see that. We will not sit back. A Dave Rodgers team will not sit back in any game of football. I don't work like that. And at the time people expect me to start working like that, is the time I'll go home and hang up my boots for good.
I suppose Liverpool fans will say that Liverpool put 7 past Manchester United, but that's another day's work.
That's me being an Everton.
There you go, you see. There you go, but you're not going down. But spot the Liverpool fan. You're more experienced at this. Kerry are still trying to find their best pairings, their best team, really. And you say that you were the only team trying to win this. I'm sure Kerry will beg to differ.
Well, that's rightly so, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But do you know anything about my new team? 12 of them have never played first team football. It's a brand new squad, it's a complete rebuild. So in many ways we're the same as Kerry. But if you do your homework, then you'd understand that. So once again, we know the direction that we're going in. It's like what I said, Billy's a great guy, and I'm delighted at what he's doing at Kerry FC. And it is a tough place to come and play. But in my opinion, and a football opinion, there was only one team, especially in the second half, on the front foot, creating chances and trying to play football.
26 games to go. It's very early days, isn't it?
Absolutely. And again, look, we just had a conversation inside saying, we were 2-0 up at home against Cove, and we conceded 2. We could be sitting there now. We could be sitting on maybe another 7 or 8 points better off. But that's football. It's all part of the learning process. Today's been a strange day, if I'm being honest, because our goalkeeper Tim, his grandfather passed away at 10 o'clock this morning back in Germany, and it's been an emotional day in the hotel. And how he's got through that game today is a testament to him as a person and as a man. There's a lot of tears being in the dressing room after the game. I'm delighted with our fans, again, making such a journey to come and get behind us. And the fans will appreciate what Tim's gone through, because it shows that we've a group of players that care about playing for Harps. So again, you know, look, we take the point. Could we have won the game? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think we should have won the game? Yeah, I do. That's my opinion. But again, we'll take the point. It's something to build on, and we look forward to another game at home to Treaty United next week.
You say, Dave, that you talk about Tim having a bit of credit in the bank there, and the whole team has a bit of credit in the bank for the fight back as well. Because as you say, Kerry put a big fight up there, and to come back and get that goal shows the credit you've been talking about. The fight and the front foot football we've been talking about all year.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, again, credit to Kerry. They play to a style that suits them, and that's no problem. With us, everyone knows the way we want to play. We want to get it down. We want to play it. We want to play through the thirds. We want to play in the opposition half, always on the front foot. And listen, this ground with the fans behind them, they'll take points off teams. I've no doubt about that. But like I said, I'm proud of my players. I really am. I'm proud of the staff. We've key players missing as well. But again, they're a young team that are growing. We're not the only team. That's a new team that's being put together. And the minute, the cricket people realise that and do the homework, then they'll understand that. But again, mentioning Tim, the result's gone now. What my focus is now is making sure Tim gets back on the team bus. We'll look after him as a group of players and staff and as a club. And we'll get him back home to Germany so he can pay his respects with his granddad, and may his granddad rest in peace.